FYZ4K here, welcome back to another one. I hope you guys are doing well and keeping safe. Today I got a different tutorial for you. It's in Adobe Photoshop. I figured we'll change it up a little bit. We do have some photographers, newbies, enthusiasts that are just getting into photography that could benefit from this, as well as if you are YouTubers and want to edit up a little picture for your thumbnail. Let's say you're a videographer and your aunt approaches you and says, "Can you edit my picture for me and remove that little zit off my nose?" Well, I don't know where that little Texan accent came from, but you get my point. You'll have a family member from time to time asking you, thinking that you are a jack of all trades because you do video, and expect you to edit a quick little picture. So today what we're going to be doing is a basic cloning procedure in Adobe Photoshop. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. Okay, so here we go. Got Adobe Photoshop launched. Before we start with the pictures, I'm going to just quickly show you the version that we're using, and that is Adobe Photoshop 21.1.0. So just in case if you are using something older and you don't see the options that I see, you know why. Now close this one up, and today we're going to be working with a portrait of this lady over here, and we are going to be working with a scenic shot with these two seagulls. These pictures were actually downloaded from Pixelscom. These are free pictures to use. They do have some videos as well. They're fantastic if you want to just play around or if you just have a small project where you need some pictures. They do have different resolutions that you can download from. Not the sharpest of sharpest images. You will notice that some of them are a bit grainy, but it is what it is for free pictures. Going back into Photoshop, we're going to be starting off with this portrait. I'll just zoom into this a little bit over here so we can see what we're working with, and you'll notice what I mean when I say that there is some noise to the picture. It is really grainy. Now what I'm going to do for this picture is I am going to remove the beauty spots that we see on her cheek, on her nose, between her eyebrows, on her forehead. Generally, you could keep these because these are beauty spots, but for today's example and for today's tutorial, we're going to get rid of these. Now, if we go on to the left side to the toolbar, and if you go to the clone stamp area, what I love about this version of Photoshop is it actually shows you what's happening, what the preview, what the tool is about, and so you know you're on the right one. Now, if you hold down this tool for a few seconds, you'll notice that there's a clone stamp tool and a pattern stamp tool. We're going to choose the clone stamp tool. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to drop down the menu button over here for the clone, and we're going to make sure that the hardness is at 50%, and we can adjust the size. So we can see that as we adjust the size, we see a live preview of what it's going to be. Now I like the size here. This is about 31 pixels. We're going to choose that, and the Alt Option button on the Mac keyboard, we can actually sample the skin from where we want to clone. So let's start off with the nose, and for the nose I would probably sample something from just below the beauty spot. Click, and before you even click on top of the beauty spot, you will see a preview of what it's going to look like. I think that looks pretty darn good. We'll do the same thing for the cheekbone over here. Turned out pretty well. And for just the area between the two eyebrows, that looks pretty good. There's a little pimple there that we can get rid of. Now we'll go up to the forehead. The idea is to try to sample something from as close as possible, because if you do grab something from further away, what will happen is you'll notice the color is not matching. I'm going to also work on this little spot over here. Okay, that didn't work out too well, so let's try that again from just above here. There you go. Okay, so that is pretty much how you cover up spots on a portrait. So we'll zoom out of this picture, and that's the final product. Now going on to the next picture, we got a scenic shot over here of two seagulls. So what we want to do here is we want to remove one of these seagulls. So we're going to actually remove the bottom seagull out and just leave this top seagull in the picture. We'll zoom in again so we can see the seagull pretty clearly, and we're going to get back into our cloning tool. It's actually sampling from the previous picture at the moment, so if you're wondering where that color came from, now you know. For this, we're going to increase the size to about there. Okay, and we are going to sample this from as close as possible. Okay. Okay, now you notice because we are working with clouds, the sky and the clouds are constantly changing texture and color, so you need to update the spot where you're sampling it from, because it's not going to totally work from all directions. Okay, not bad. Okay, now because I've been seeing this whole thing take shape and form, I can still kind of see the defects or, you know, certain spots of the sky where I've removed the seagull from. But if someone were to just look at this picture fresh, you probably wouldn't even see the spot where I removed it from. So I'm just being extra picky here, and I'm being a little more critical. I don't have to be, but you know, it's pretty darn good. The seagull's out of there. So if I zoom out of this now, there you go. Depending on the type of picture you're working on, it can get a little more taskful. But that's how you remove a seagull from a picture. And you can have a lot more fun with this. You can remove the other seagull, or if you wanted to remove the structure on the right bottom corner, you can do that and just have the seagull within the clouds. It's endless, to be quite honest. So that is how you edit out spots and unwanted items from your pictures in Adobe Photoshop. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I just wanted to share this with you. I figured you might enjoy it. So if you liked what you saw, do comment below, let me know. Also, there is a thumbs up little icon. You can give me one of those. I would really appreciate it. And finally, right at the bottom somewhere, right down here, there's a subscribe button. Smash it if you will. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.